And I just realised I have not actually sorted out my tea supplies yet. Let's go and do that. Oh, great, I don't have a spoon up here. My usual wincing in pain is about to be redoubled. Ow. Picking up tea bags without a spoon is not a good idea. Ow, 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 drip, 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 ow. No, I put you in the wrong place. You should be in there. Okay, we're good. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. No, this pot... Good grief, this pot's got hot quickly. Ow. Ugh. So the problem with tea cozies, it just insulates the whole thing. So the handles, which are usually quite reasonable, become rather less reasonable. Didn't I just rename Dutch Columbia to New Friesland? I did. Oh, it didn't stick. Oh, no, I think it's... Yeah, we had this problem before. It's there, but you need to restart the game for it to actually show. It's a weird bug. I don't know why it happens. Right, Taiwan. Have you arrived yet? No. I think I am going to go for Kilwa after this. I'm not really doing anything elsewhere. Do I have a claim on you already? New Gelderland does, but it's not Gelderland that I want to get this land for. It's me. So let's do a spy network for you. Printing press gives benefits. Since the invention of the printing press, more and more books about an ever wider range of subjects has been published. We can now see the benefit of this, since knowledge spreads faster and some ideas are appearing amongst our philosophers and natural scientists. Good, and we have money, which means building manufactories. We are going to be so industrial. Treasure fleet has arrived. That's going to mean another one. We might actually build all of the manufactories before manufactories is even available. Ah, but there are a bunch of provinces over here which haven't actually got the development to build them yet. That's part of the reason I was reducing development costs here in the Netherlands. I think it's time. We're going to grant you the charters, which gives us the development cost reduction. Gelre, you need it. You need to get to 50. Are there any which are going to be easier? It's this whole line and Ghent. Ghent needs just 2. You're going to be very easy. Ghent is not owned by any estates, so we're going to pump up the military, and you can now get a textile manufactory, which is definitely going to pay off. And then Friesland needs 10. You need 10. You need 10. And Kleef, was that the other one? Yes, Kleef. Needs 6. You'll be easier. So again, you are not owned by an estate. Let's go militarize you. You can now afford it. Alright, Gelre. You're actually probably the least important. Oh no, all of these are dairy. Friesland would be the cheapest. $34, $35, $39. No! I'm out! Yeah, development here is kind of expensive compared to these. And we still haven't done it in Flandern, where it's 13 to improve development. 13 to improve in a 21 development province. That's ridiculous. You don't have any modifiers, like local modifier. No, you don't. Colony is self-sustaining. Good. Ah, now I can go for Suriname. That's good. That's very good. Because Suriname is Dutch. Like, it's rightfully ours. Cleve has been fully annexed. Did Vijayanagara get relegated to Ceylon? Yes, actually they did. And Mysore. This is what I wanted Mysore to look like. See, in the world where the Bahmanis do well against Vijayanagara, Mysore can flourish. My world, that didn't happen. Also, Bengal got taken out by Arakan, of all people. Gujarat's doing well. Gujarat is a very strong nation. Poor Mazovia. You were doing so well. Loads of manufactories done. That's going to be good. And yeah, these are going to be worth a lot of money. So we definitely want to try and get those up and running as quickly as possible. Especially because we want to establish a concentration of manufactories within the Netherlands. So that manufactories can spawn here. I'm actually half tempted to take out some more loans to do this. No, we don't need to. We're fine. Wine. And there it is. Game over, man. Game over. They owe me 4 favours? For what? Mazovia will cede Beld, Provincial, Lvov to Austria. Mazovia will give Lublin, Chelmno, Notek, Syriazk, and Kalitz to Poland. So Poland's back. Livonian Order will give Pereslav to Crimea. We'll give money. Only war reps, though. They didn't actually take any money. Huh. Statenvertaling. The Synod of Dort deemed it necessary to translate the Bible into Dutch, as the existing Dutch Bibles were merely translations of other translations. The new translation, the Staten Bible, was to be based on the original languages in imitation of the King James Bible from 1611. The States General of the Netherlands commissioned it on the request of the Synod. Johannes Bogerman, Willem Baudatius, and Gerson Bucerus were to be the translators of the Old Testament, while Jacobus Rolandus, Herman Vaucilius, and Petrus Cornelitz would translate the New Testament and the Apocrypha. Both Herman Vaucilius and Petrus Cornelitz died before the translation was started, and thus were replaced by Festus Hominus and Antonius Vallius. These are very Latin names. The Staten Bible was completed in 1635 and authorized by the States General in 1637. 500,000 copies were printed between 37 and 57. The Staten Bible acted as a cultural unification of the Netherlands, and the language, choice of words, and expressions used in the Bible form the basis of the accepted form of standardized Dutch. So we can do it, which will give us reform progress, stability cost, and missionary strength until the end of the game, or we lose a single point of prestige. I mean, that is a lot of money, but I am made of money. And yes, I know I clicked that one extra two extra times. I may have had reason to do it. I got impatient, alright? And Friesland, you needed a single additional province, so you can now build a manufactory, and then it's just these 3. Gelre is going to be expensive. I mean, you're already 40 development. These 2 are just 20. But we have to get it to 30. And actually, I need to stop spending now. So there are going to be 3 provinces, including the capital, which is bad. No, I want this in the capital. Alright, I'm going to spend Diplo. I'm going to do this. Brabant gains liberty, desire, and opinion, but they give us a bunch of money. Brabant is so hideously dwarfed by my magnificence that doesn't matter to me. Right, now I just need to get Gelre. So let me just double check what we require for manufactories, because I suspect one of the things will be a manufactory in the capital. Have one of the following must be true. Have a naval manufactory, weapons, textile, plantation, trade, and mill. Year is at least 1650. One of the following must be true. Well, I have at least one of those. In fact, I have all of those except probably for the naval equipment, which is bloody weird considering I'm the Netherlands, but okay. Gelre is connected to the capital of the Netherlands. It is... Yeah, okay, you're saying that you must have one. Among your provinces most likely to appear in Gelre due to it being connected to the capital, but it doesn't have one of those, so it's not most likely. You're saying therefore it's going to be impossible? What kind of manufactory do you get? Farm estate. Farm estate was not one of the choices. Does that mean that I need to move my capital to Amsterdam because it's got a mill? Was a mill one of the choices? I don't want to move it to there. Yeah, a mill was a choice. I have a really bad feeling that this means that I can't get it because my capital doesn't have one of those manufactories, and nor can it. So that does seem a bit weird. Gonna risk it. Even if we don't get it, it's still gonna spread like wildfire through my provinces. Henotan separatists, well, they've been actually ready to fire for a long time and still haven't. Have you arrived? You've arrived. Good. How are the ships looking? Eee. That's fine. As soon as we beat these rebels, you can go and dock up and repair. Which should be pretty soon. I'm glad I remembered them. That would have been very bad. Right, you can dock up and repair. There we go. Royal marriage of Brabant. Yes, please. Oh, I forgot to use the development cost reduction edict. I did everything else right. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen in this area, so I think I might just switch you back to trade power. Because I don't want to lose my ahead of time bonus on tech. Yeah, we're just going to stop now. It's not worth all that. Trade power. Switch. But I do really want to invest in Vlaanderen. So all that stuff that I was just saying, 9 development. I mean, come on, it's 9 development. To build this province up, it's ridiculously cheap. Now it costs 43, but I did just get 12 more development in this province. Now I'm going to stop, before I become a true monster. I just realised I haven't actually built any trade depots here yet. I could dominate the English Channel even more. 75% I have no ships assigned to this. Am I going to go semi-alternate history and take Japan? The Dutch were one of the traders let in, right? I think the Dutch were, yeah. I think so. Gems! Yes! I get far too excited when I see that nowadays. Gabriel de Houtman and his family. I mentioned family from Den Haag has come to greatly expand our long-range trade with Florida. By successfully establishing themselves in both Miami and the Floridian hinterlands, they've come to be very influential in both our societies and very rich. So gain 10 trade power or gain a level 2 50% off trade efficiency guy. I mean, I already have a level 5 50% off trade efficiency guy. I'm going to take you because you might survive. Like, how old are you? Yeah, see, you're only 30. Whether it's going to be worth boosting you up to level 5 when the other guy dies, I don't know, but we'll see. Alright, I now have a manufactory in every single province that can have a manufactory. Wait, if Vlaanderen was that cheap, and it doesn't even have a world port... Oh, no, that's irrelevant, because this has one, and that reduces development cost in the entire area. Yeah, okay. Brunswick is fighting against Würzburg, Burgundy, Bavaria, Memmingen, and Savoy. Except Burgundy doesn't have anything else that I want. Not unless I take Liège out. And I do really need to pay off some of my 19 loans and my 7,000 debt. Bavaria's there. I was like, where even is Bavaria? Yeah, I know exactly where Bavaria are. I'll send the army because they've not done anything for a while. We are out of we are out of manufactories. We could build them in the subjects, but that's not really worthwhile. So, I think it's time to start paying some loans back. A crushing victory delivered by the marvellous Dutch forces, naturally. Nobody else had any effect. Spain has rivaled me. You guys are stupidly going for Fortress Netherlands. Yeah, that's not going to work for you. Just no. Do I lose prosperity when you're sieging me? Yes. Well, that's just not good. No, I don't want to lose my prosperity. Even though you can't actually breach my walls. Siege ability plus 15%. Nice. Right. Other army. Are you repaired yet? Yes. Right, let's sell you on over to here. And quite frankly, what I think I'm going to do with you is I'm just going to stick you behind my line somewhere. And start you drilling again. Because clearly I've been lacking in that. Cork bottle stoppers. Developments in bottle making have allowed wine producers to create bottles in more standardized sizes and as a result been able to reintroduce the use of the bottle cork. This is a much more efficient way to seal in the wine than the old cloth stoppers and has meant that wine could be transported over much further distances than was previously considered possible. Perhaps we are now seeing the birth of a worldwide wine trade. Price of glass has gone up, that's good, I produce glass. In my ridiculously profitable Flanders. 6.7. That's even more ridiculous than my gem producers. Oh, I know those rebels have been there for a while. And they're going to spawn... Like, they've been around for a year and they still haven't spawned. Hennegowen, which is... that one. It's next to a fort. In fact, it's next to 2 forts, so even if they do spawn, it's not going to be able to do anything. Another loan. Right, when do these become good? 1647, okay. Keep those conversions going. Utrecht's textile manufactory is done. We still have a lot of production going. We can stop the smugglers, or we could... yeah, we're going to have to. I don't want to be losing that trade efficiency. Even if it does mean another sodding 3 loans. Pay 1 back and another 2 take its place. Wait, that's not how loans are supposed to work. Portugal was kicked out of Japan. The Dutch somehow managed to get Dejima set up despite no one allowed in policy for everyone else. I think it was a, whoa, hold on a minute, just here to trade, not with the other guys. See, the orange, totally different thing. Yeah, I think they were pissed with Portugal because Portugal was trying to convert them. The Dutch was like, no, we just want money. Money is our religion. Suriname produces gems. It's This really is like a reverse Mysore. Or is this the first Mysore? Oyo. Well, my army is currently down here, so jump in the ships. Send you over here. You're not next to a fort. I do need to set up some forts over in that area. Maybe once the loans are repaid, we'll set up some African forts. So I don't need to deal with the uprisings quite so frequently. I put one in Kumasi. That's a pretty central location. That's another one. Do repay those pretty quickly. Memmingen will be forced to give money. 70 ducats, of which I get 22. Yay! Limburg textile factory done. How are we doing with workshops? Yeah, there are some workshops now that would produce an awful lot of money. Especially now that we're getting more manufactories set up as well. How's my production income? 51 to 177. But production is good. Production is also trade. More production, the more trade goods, the more trade value, the more trade money. Lucrative trade. Our trade with the natives of Arequipa have proven very profitable, and the economy of the colony has reached new heights. I'll take the Diplo. Royal marriage to Sweden has ended. So that's any connection that I once had to Sweden over, which means I'm no longer over my limit. You know what? I'm okay with this. I'm going to need that Diplo. Can you stop causing devastation in my lands? Please. I feel like an angry man running after someone with running after a thief with a broom. Get out of my land! Or a shotgun in America. That escalated quickly. Most countries would use a broom. America would use a shotgun. Nope. Denied. Bye. Okay, let's sail back over here. How's my fabrication coming? They were caught, but it's enough. Fabricate claim. What's that one province next to me? Sofala! All of my colonies are fabricating on them. It's like, they got gold, we need it. Could get a new idea, but we're going to wait until we get the Diplotech. Thankfully, we are actually powering through. Due to our rather good Monarch point generation, 15 points of admin. And that's only with a level 4 admin ruler. In fact, right now, I think I actually want to balance you out. Let's get Monarch points everywhere. Those are all the manufactories done that I had to spend so much on. There's still a bunch of them to come. Oh, these are taking even longer. They'll still be done just before 1650, with the exception of that one in Sakam. Alright, so the ones that are in trade posts take a lot longer to build. Tax. How are the tariffs looking? 36, 30, 12, 12, 12. Right, Dutch Columbia is also another gold producer. Which means I should invest in your production. I will need to do that once I have my next technology. Treasure fleet has arrived. That should be another repay. Yep. And then we're down to 15. We're still producing 93 ducats a month. Because we're rich. Right, kill one. Miltech 19. Mine's also 19. Might actually need the second army out here. Definitely going to need the navy. Let's grab the battle fleet, bring you down. And yes, I think I'm going to pick up the main army as well. Business is booming! Plus 5% trade efficiency, because clearly I need that. And then you can start drilling while you're just standing here. We could potentially get rid of the mercenaries. Place them with 10, that would leave us with 17,000 manpower. I think that's reasonable. Except I can't actually... It would take a long time for me to build additional troops here. So I'm not going to bother. Plus that will save me manpower. I could build them here though. I'm not losing mercantilism. The Burghers lose 5 influence. That's actually really good. So yes, you can lose your influence, Burghers. Right, as I was developing the provinces the Burghers owned, like Vlaanderen, they would have been gaining influence. I was not very careful about that. Savoy is out. 85 ducats, of which I get 20. What is my participation now? 24%. Still one of the primary contributors. A little bit of a fun fact, they're actually restoring the Dajima as a historical site. Oh, nice. Shows how isolationist they were, that they made an entire artificial island to trade with the Dutch and Chinese traders. Aha! Technology. We are still ahead of time. And this wouldn't get me any innovativeness, so we're just going to wait until January when it pops properly. What happened to the Pope? He's there. He is now in Romanaga. Because it almost sounds like Rome, but not quite. Oh, he's also in Nice. So he's still alive, he's just been kicked out of Rome. Which means that everyone's going to be hating Tuscany. Who doesn't care, because they're reformed. Right, yeah, Italy also was hit hard by the Reformation. Like, honestly, the whole of Europe, this is one of the most impressive reformations I've seen. And the Protestants won the League War, so the Empire is Protestant. That actually is a good question. Can Reformed be electors? Protestant, 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 Protestant. I don't know. Can Anglican become a elector? Wow, an actual clean reformation. What is this game? Well, this is like mid-1600s now, so usually it does clean up by this point. The countries that are joining it have joined, the countries that aren't are just kicking out the remnants. And there it is, new technology. Click. Another 5 states, and the furnace becomes available. We might be starting to discover coal soon.